Okay, so this is a video to mark a little historic moment. This is my first snake. My first ball python, in fact, is going to be the first snake that I've ever personally owned and that I'm taking home. I just took him out of his water bowl, so he's getting ready to shed. Very, very, very pretty snake. I don't know how good the blue does justice, but gorgeous blush and yellow. Almost a full stripe down his back. I got him from Mike at Tropical Hut. I bought 3 spiders last week. And I took him out of the box and I decided that was it. He was coming home with me. So, it's been weeks ago that I traded somebody a bunch of 40-gallon breeder tanks for 3 big breeding snake racks. And I haven't even went and picked them up yet. So I'm going to pick him up, and he's going to be the first guy to go in hopes that one day he'll make me a killer bee, because that's my dream snake. Anybody who knows me knows the story about snakes. I've been breeding and collecting and keeping reptiles for, well, since I was a kid. I had reptiles as pets, but I guess as a business and a serious hobby for 10 years now. And I have never owned a snake. I've always been scared of snakes. When I opened this store, obviously, you need to have snakes, and I was still against snakes, still scared of snakes. My mother started purchasing snakes for the store, little corn snakes, rosy boas, sand boas, and I used to make her come in and clean the snakes and feed the snakes, and I was terrified of the snakes. And I guess it was probably 3 months into it. We only had little snakes and not a lot of selection. And I finally got bit one day right here on my pinky. A little rosy boa was hanging off my pinky. And I had to finally laugh. It was that anticipation and fear of always waiting for that to happen. When it finally did happen, I realized how ridiculous it was that I was scared of getting bit. And then to get bit by a rosy boa. So, from that day forward, I guess a year and a half later, we've had 10-foot berms. Right now I got a 12-foot retic who tries to kill me every time I look at him. I don't know, we've had, at any given time, at least 200 snakes, and I haven't had any fear. And then just last week, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen all the time now, I got clipped again for the second time by the green tree python that I just put up on video yesterday. He got me, he had some stuck piece of shed on his back, and I got him out with the gloves, leather gloves and everything, because I know he's aggressive, and I was getting the shed off him, and he looped way around and clipped me on the back of my arm above my elbow. I took some pictures on my iPhone. He got me pretty good, drew blood, and I caught a tear. He got me pretty good, though. But that was the second time I ever got bit. So anyways, I've been wanting snakes. The first snake ever to come in that I wanted really, really bad was one that I called Dum Dum. He was a albino. There's my snake bite on my phone. I don't know if you can really see it, but he got me darn good right there. Yeah, with leather gloves and all. There's my bleeding snake bite. But it was a red-tailed boa, and he used to hang out on the computer, on the laptop and stuff, and I was in love with that boa, and I just didn't have a room for a 12-foot cage at my house anywhere when he grew up. So somebody bought him anyways, and they bring him in every week when they come to get food. So I still get to see Dum Dum. He was pretty neat. And they left him named Dum Dum. So I don't know what I'm going to name this guy, but he will be my actual first snake. So it's kind of a little historic moment in my life, from snake fear to snake owner. So I guess over the course of, you know, the next 5 years, I'll collect some stuff to try to create what I ultimately want that I can't afford. It's a killer bee. They'll probably be worth about $100 by the time I make one, but I'm going to make myself one. So, that's it. Wendy's first snake video. First little guy that's going home with me. I should do an update once he sheds so you see how really pretty he actually is. He's a gorgeous snake though. Very, very, very bright blushing. Huh, little guy. And he's still kind of scared. So thanks to Mike at Tropical Hut in Portland for making me a snake owner.